Hey gang, Nick with Red Ox Insurance Agency here, the trucking insurance guy. I want to give you some tips if you're a new venture trucker when it comes to shopping around for your commercial insurance. Just want to talk about everything that you're going to need and how to go about it. So the FMCSA is going to require you to carry $750,000 in primary auto liability insurance coverage. Okay, so that's just the FMCSA. Every shipper and broker out there is going to require you to have $1 million. So if you're ready to get going now, make sure your auto liability coverage is set for $1 million. Okay. And then this is all things being, standard. I'm not talking about hazmat or anything crazy like that. Just your regular, normal trucker, dry freight, dry van, auto hauler, flatbed, stuff like that, non hazardous. $1 million is going to do it. And then standard cargo is about $100,000 in cargo coverage. That's going to get most truckers are going to be able to get away with $100,000 in cargo coverage. Sometimes, if you're maybe hauling autos or something like that, obviously the more, you got a 3-car auto hauler, it's going to be more than $100,000. So they may require you to have 150,000, 200, 250,000, just depends. So, but just in general, $100,000 gets everybody set as far as cargo coverage is concerned. And then you're going to need your physical damage coverage, which is your comp and collision coverage for your truck and trailer. That's standard. You don't have to carry comp and collision if you don't have a lien on. If you own it, you're outright, you pay cash for it, or it's paid off. You don't have to carry comp or collision, but I wouldn't do that if I were you, unless the equipment's just not worth anything. It's not worth the premium because the value of it is so low. But in general, you're going to want to carry comp and collision. And then you're going to want to carry uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage. So a lot of people try to lower their premium by being chintzy on the UIM coverage, and it's not that big of a saving. So I don't recommend you doing that. In my opinion, you should match what your auto liability limits are. So if you have $1 million in auto liability, you should carry $1 million in UIM coverage. And it's not that expensive. So that's not the big ticket item, it's the liability. So don't try to cut costs by doing that, because it's really, today, in the world that we live in, the economy that we live in, with people out there trying to save money, a lot of people out there driving around with no insurance. So carry that UIM coverage. It's going to help you in case you have a claim with somebody that doesn't have insurance. Last thing you got to worry about is deductibles. Make sure you have the deductibles that you're comfortable with. The higher risk that you take on, the lower the premium. Hopefully you find this helpful.